Have you ever felt stuck, like you're just going through the motions, watching each day melt into the next, unsure how to ever reach your dreams? It can feel incredibly frustrating, like no matter how hard you try, you're not making any real progress toward the goals you've set. But what if the answer isn't in working harder or doing more? What if the real key lies within you, in the quiet yet powerful ability of your mind to shape your reality through visualization? Buddha once said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This ancient wisdom points to a truth modern life often overlooks. The imagination isn't just fantasy, it's a tool. Visualization is like discovering a hidden path in a dense forest. It guides your focus, aligns your energy, and slowly begins to bend your reality toward the life you envision. The philosopher William James once remarked, "The greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind." And he was right. The power to transform your life doesn't start in the world around you, it begins in the world within you. Visualization is of great use in this situation. It is a powerful instrument that has the potential to alter the course of your life in a variety of remarkable ways. You can think of it as an architect sketching a blueprint before the actual building is constructed. It is you who is the architect in this situation, and the things that you are going to construct are your aspirations. The question now is, how do you alter the course of your life? To put it simply, that is the subject of this video. Watch this video all the way through to the finish, because we are going to discuss how the power of visualization may be your secret weapon in breaking free from the rut and moving into a life where dreams don't just remain dreams. However, before we can get to that stage, let's first have a better understanding of visualization. When you think about it, you may suppose that visualizing is a superpower that we all possess, but perhaps we have simply forgotten how to use it. When you fantasize perhaps about relaxing on a warm beach or performing very well in that job interview, you are engaging in the practice of visualization. It is not simply a matter of fantasizing, however. Being able to create a movie in your head in which you are the director, the screenplay, and the star is a very similar experience. The process of visualizing the life you want to live in your thoughts, down to the smallest detail, is known as visualization. It is similar to visualizing yourself receiving the diploma, experiencing the joy, and seeing the smiles of your family members who are proud of you. Or perhaps you are imagining yourself crossing the finish line of a marathon and experiencing the flush of accomplishment that comes with it. Simply said, it is all about forming these distinct and vivid mental images in your head. However, it is not enough to simply see it. One must have the ability to feel and believe it. Through the process of visualization, you are not merely observing a situation, you are a part of it. You can smell the fresh paint in your new house, feel the sand under your toes, and hear the audience cheering. All of these things are already present. The thought occurs in your head, "Hey, this is happening in real life." To put it simply, this is where the magic starts. This, my friend, has the potential to completely transform the situation for you. Take, for example, the mental image of yourself as robust and healthy. According to a number of studies, when individuals envision themselves in a healthy state, their bodies begin to believe that they are. In terms of mending and maintaining your fitness, your mind is a strong ally. Or maybe you fantasize of becoming financially independent. Try to picture it. Imagine that you are a prosperous individual who is able to handle money wisely and who lives a comfortable life. It is like to adjusting the navigation system for your financial journey. Additionally, whether you are looking for love or want to deepen the connections you already have, make a mental picture of partnerships that are joyful, loving, and rewarding. Visualization is a useful tool. Goals in mind. Try to picture them. Are you interested in learning a new skill, starting a business, or writing a book? Imagine that you are going to be successful in accomplishing it. Visualization can be of use to you in all of these aspects of your life. We have just discussed how the first significant stage is to have a crystal clear understanding of what it is that you want, and how exactly do you go about doing it. The actual process of visualization is something that you need to have an understanding of at this point. Visualize it as the process of creating your own unique masterpiece. Initially, it could appear to be a little bit difficult. Nevertheless, if you persevere through it, you will soon be painting your future with ease. If you want to get started, the first thing you need to do is develop your dream blueprint, which is also known as idealization. Imagine that you are an architect just for this purpose. It is necessary to have a blueprint before you can construct anything right. That is exactly what idealization is. This is the place where you dream large and determine exactly what it is that you want. I want to be happy, but instead of saying it in a wide sense, you narrow in. What exactly does it mean to me to be happy? Ask yourself this question. Is it having a job that you enjoy, a family that you love, or going on adventures all over the world? Because it establishes the context, this step is of the utmost significance. It communicates to your brain that this is the goal that we are working for. That is the same as configuring your internal GPS with the precise coordinates of the location you intend to visit. Clarity and consistency are the next topics on our agenda. The two of them are the very essence of the visualization process. To be clear, one must provide as much information as feasible. Imagine you are creating a mental picture of something. You want to be able to recognize every hue, experience every emotion, and listen to every sound. When you have a sharper mental image of anything, it will appear more real to you. The act of being consistent is like to pouring fuel to your visualization. The image that you have is quite clear. Now continue to return to it, comparable to the act of watering a plant or going to the gym to work out. You will notice that the vision becomes more powerful and vivid as you continue to perform it. It should become a regular routine, similar to how you would brush your teeth or check your phone. Your reality begins to change as a result of this ongoing mental rehearsal, which takes place over time. Following that, you will be required to put this into action. Do you feel ready to get some exercise? Imagine you are standing on the side of a mountain that is covered in snow. Shut your eyes for a brief period of time. In front of you, you can see an unending field of snow that is white. Sense the brisk, chilly air as it touches your skin. The sound of snow crunching softly beneath your feet is audible. Detect the aroma of the fresh pine in the air. Take note of the feeling of warmth, despite the fact that it is cold. While you are bundled up in your warm winter attire, this workout is more than simply a pleasant method to get your mind off of things. We are in training. Creating and believing in a new reality is something that you are teaching your brain to do. The more vividly you are able to visualize it, the more real it will appear to you, and the more significant the impact it will have on both your disposition and your life. To keep this in mind, the act of visualizing something is comparable to learning a new language. When you finally get the hang of it, you will be astounded by the discussions you are able to have with your future self. However, it is something that requires practice. Put in the effort, and before you know it, you'll be able to experience the dreams that you've so vividly envisioned in your head. However, what comes after that? To what extent does this whole notion of visualizing things actually impact things for you? Discuss that with me, shall we? What do you remember about that James Aller quote? He told me that you are currently in the place that your ideas have brought you. Your thoughts will determine where you are tomorrow. You will be there. When we discuss the influence of visualization, here is an excellent example of how it might be accomplished. Making changes to your thinking is the most important thing. When you imagine, you are not only daydreaming, rather you are actively shaping the future that you want to create. Give it some thought. The more time you spend visualizing yourself achieving prosperity, happiness, health, and love, the more your mind will begin to go in that way. Suddenly you start to think differently and view things in a different way. What you are doing is similar to sowing seeds in a garden. The more you tend to these ideas, the more likely it is that they will develop further, and eventually they will begin to appear in the real world. This change is not something that takes place overnight, but it is a significant one nonetheless. When you were previously confronted with challenges, you started to recognize opportunities. Obstacles are transformed into stepping stones rather than obstacles. The experience is like to putting on a fresh pair of spectacles that makes everything more understandable and attainable. Let's move on to the next topic, which is your subconscious mind, which is the true powerhouse behind all of this. This region of your brain is analogous to the interior of a ship's engine room. Even though you might not be aware of it, it ensures that everything continues to function properly. Your subconscious mind is a tremendously powerful force that shapes the reality you experience. One could compare it to a devoted servant. It takes in the information that you provide it through your thoughts and then put in a lot of effort to make that information a reality for you. Visualization is a form of communication between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. You are implying that this is the goal that I wish to accomplish. And now comes the most incredible part. The difference between reality and fantasy is not something that your subconscious mind is able to distinguish. In the process of vividly visualizing something, your subconscious begins to behave as if it were actually happening. It starts to connect your actions and habits, and it even attracts circumstances that help make your visualization come true through the process of visualization. In this very moment, the true transformation takes place. You are programming your subconscious to detect and seize chances that are in alignment with your goals as you continue to visualize them. Your subconscious mind begins to plan the most efficient path to bring you to your destination, avoiding any traffic jams or obstructions that may be encountered along the way. Where the true power of visualizing lies is in this particular aspect. Imagining a beautiful picture in your head is not the only thing that matters. Changing your inner programming, which is the template of your thoughts and beliefs, is the goal here. As you make adjustments to these, you will start to make changes to the environment around you. Opportunities that were previously hidden from your view are gradually becoming more apparent to you. In your life, you start to meet people who are capable of assisting you in achieving your objectives. It is almost as if the cosmos is rearranging itself in order to achieve the fulfillment of your desires. However, to reiterate, you must have faith in the procedure. It is possible that you will not see effects right away, just like a seed that is buried in dirt. On the other hand, things are taking place beneath the surface. These seeds are being carefully cultivated by your consistent visualization. Additionally, in due time, they will be able to penetrate the earth and enter the sunshine. Now that we have seen how visualization works its magic, let's speak about how you can be able to utilize it in your everyday life. Having this mental toolkit is comparable to having a Swiss Army knife in your possession, ready to assist you in a variety of facets of your life. Let's begin with health. As we have discussed in the past, your mind has the ability to assist in the healing of your body. There is a theoretical basis behind it. To improve their physical training, for instance, sportsmen often employ the technique of visualization. They engage in mental practice by visualizing themselves improving their routines, and research has shown that this mental practice improves their physical performance. Nevertheless, it is not only for athletes. Anyone can carry it out. Now let's talk about money and abundance. Imagine yourself accomplishing your monetary objectives, whether it be being debt-free, getting a higher salary, or saving a significant amount of money. Visualize yourself reaching these goals. Just try to picture what it would be like to be financially independent, the activities you could do, and the sense of calm that you would have. If you consistently see yourself achieving financial success, your mind will begin to recognize chances that will allow you to bring these visions into reality. One example of this might be recognizing a new job opening, coming up with an idea for a business, or making more informed choices regarding one's finances. The focus of your thoughts becomes the magnet that attracts your reality. In conclusion, let's discuss the accomplishment of both personal and professional objectives. Creating a blueprint for your success is similar to the process of visualizing it. It doesn't matter if you're trying to improve your relationships, master a new skill, or even just perform well in a job interview. Picturing the outcome builds the groundwork. Think about the circumstance in great depth, including the location, the individuals who are involved, the talks that take place, and most importantly, the outcome that is achieved. Experience the feelings that are linked with accomplishing your objective. The purpose of this mental rehearsal is to get you ready for the real thing, which will help you become more confident and more prepared for success. As our excursion through the realm of imagination comes to a close, let us not forget some of the most important things we have learned. There are many people that can benefit from visualization. It is a power that is possessed by each and every one of my fellow humans. Owning a secret weapon that we all carry around in our brains is similar to owning a secret weapon. Visualization is a power that is hidden within each and every one of us, in the same way that breathing is natural. Since you were a young child, you have been utilizing it to dream hope and imagine whatever you want. Currently, the only difference is that you are going to use it in a more deliberate and planned manner. It's like coming to the realization that you've been carrying around a potent instrument in your toolbox the whole time. This is the innate capacity that you possess to mold your future, to exert influence over your reality, and to fashion a life that is in harmony with your most profound aspirations. Therefore, what are you holding out for? Put this incredible tool to use right away. Schedule a few minutes of your time every day to focus on visualizing your goals. Imagine your perfect life in great detail, including the professional path you wish to pursue, the relationships you value, and the physical and mental well-being you deserve. Allow these pictures to take over your head and experience the feelings that they evoke. Moreover, don't simply stop at visualizing the outcome. Join it with some kind of action. Visualization is what creates the frame of reference, but it is your actions that bring everything to life. It is a collaboration between your inner visions and the efforts you put forth in the outside world. They come together to form an invincible squad that has the potential to carry you to heights that you have only imagined before. Let's take a moment to consider a profound idea as a way to summarize the entire conversation. A quote attributed to Norman Vincent Peale states that, "If you change your beliefs, you change your universe itself." This simple yet powerful idea captures the heart of visualization. You hold the power to reshape your world, to turn the invisible into the visible, and your desires into reality through the energy of your thoughts. Carry this truth with you as you explore the practice of visualization and let it guide your intentions and actions. Remember this: your mind is a masterpiece in progress. What you imagine and believe today is the foundation for the reality you will live tomorrow. We truly hope this video brought you insight and inspiration. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss a daily video filled with empowering knowledge and spiritual growth. Thank you for watching, and may your path be filled with clarity, purpose, and success.